More than 50 years ago, I began my studies at the Columbia School of Architecture, which occupies the floors above the Avery Library where we are now. It was there that I first learned about drawing instruments using the set that my father had bought secondhand when he first started to study engineering drawing in 1918. But it wasn't really my father who got me started on collecting. That was my design professor, Charles Rieger. He invited the class over to his spacious West End Avenue apartment for tea one afternoon. The large dining room that he had in that apartment doubled as a library and an exhibition space for his treasures, some of which were splendid sets of antique drafting instruments. They included the double-sized set that is now on display here at Avery. Professor Rieger had bought that set in Paris in 1937. It was probably made originally for one of the many industrial expositions that were held in France during the second half of the 19th century. It's an interesting set, but it's not very practical for use. The ink would run right out of that huge ruling pen. A much more practical set would be this one, made by William Harris. On the ivory scale is his address, 47 High Holborn, London. From that address, we can tell that the set dates from 1799 to 1812. This set is 200 years old, and yet it still functions perfectly well. And it's not terribly different from the set that I use to create architectural drawings. Sets somewhat like this one and larger sets in wooden boxes form a part of the Avery collection of drawing instruments.